everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone on today? Good morning. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everyone. Come on in the live here. We are live. Good morning. I am indeed excited about this live this morning. I am ready to charge my day. Chime in if you're tuning in for the very first time. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Welcome for all of y'all that don't know who I am. My name is Ronjeanna. I am your unorthodox wellness coach. I am also the owner and founder of Just Gina Skincare LLC. I am a nurse. I am also the founder and president of Gina's I Feed nonprofit organization. Great morning to everyone that's going to be watching. If you're watching the replay, and if it's not morning and wherever you're viewing from, welcome. The purpose of this show here or this live is to charge a day with morning encouragement and affirmations. I every morning speak affirmations over myself. I charge my day. I make the affirmations personal to myself and fulfill the purpose of the things that God has destined for me to do on a day-to-day basis. And my businesses, my everything that I do is faith-based, is under the principles of God. Now, don't let that scare you, even if you're not a believer, even if you're not in a certain place with God. These affirmations can help you speak life to your purpose, speak life to your business, speak life to your generalized life. All righty here. So I'm going to get started shortly here. I'm going to give some folks about a minute or so to chime in. I know a lot of people this is a work day for them. Some may already be at work. Some may be getting ready for work, getting their kids ready for school. So I completely understand that. This is an awesome day. It is Wednesday. It is the middle of the week. And I'm just glad to be able to have my faculties. I'm just glad to be here on this morning. Good morning, everyone that's watching on this morning. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. Great morning to everybody that is viewing on this morning. I am indeed excited to share these affirmations. I am just elated to be able to be up here. I'm glad that I'm breaking out of the things that have held me bound and fears and things that I felt I wasn't worthy of doing. I'm glad I'm overcoming those obstacles within myself. Not nothing of what nobody else have done, not anything that people may have done or things, but I'm overcoming obstacles within myself. So I am excited about that. And I want you to be excited. If it's obstacles that you are dealing with, if it's things within yourself that you are dealing with, just know that you can overcome those. And please click, tag, and share. Let people know that Wellness Coach Ronjeanna is live. She's here for a quick moment. Catch these encouragement words and affirmations because she's going to be in and out of the way just like that. And Facebook, we don't own the rights to the music playing in the background. I did put it in the comments, but I do want to make that known that we don't own the right to the music playing in the background here. And again, I'm working out the things with the tech and everything because this morning I got Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook going. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the affirmations that I spoke over myself. And when I speak affirmations, I want to speak to the things that I'm dealing with, the issues or the obstacles that may try to arise. I want to speak to those things so I can deal with the core things that are going on within me, that may be going on, that may be festering, and I may not be aware that all of the gut issues that I am dealing with. All right, here. So let me get to my notes here. All right. So this morning here, one of the affirmations that I spoke over myself is today. We can't worry about tomorrow. We can't worry about yesterday. Today, my activity and my actions will bear good fruit. My activity and my actions, great morning, my activity and my actions will bear good fruit. Good fruit. Not just any type of fruit, not just the fruit that the store from the store, but it will bear good fruit. It will be positive impact. It will be positive results. My activity and my actions will bear good fruit on today. The other affirmation that I said is that I no longer will limit myself to the lens of small views. I will no longer limit myself to the lens of small views here. I will no longer, and this is something that y'all need to say, and sometimes the lens of the small views sometimes is ourselves. So today say, I will no longer limit myself to the lens of small views. How are you viewing things? Are you worried about the views of others? But make sure that you're not the one that you're limiting yourself. I will have a good anchor in obedience to soar in my purpose. I will have a good anchor in obedience to soar in my purpose. I will have a good anchor. So that means that structure, commitment, dedication, submission, and obedience to soar in my purpose. Isn't that a good thing? Isn't that awesome that we can speak these type of things over ourselves first? That we can speak these things and that we can charge our morning. What a great impact. What dynamics could take place when we do this and we believe and we speak it from a good place. So these are the things that I spoke over myself this morning. I just want to encourage folks. Every live that I do, I always tell you, don't give up. I always tell you, stay strong. I always tell you, hang in there. Do not limit yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you can do. But also always remember, this is the thing here that I find that is not often mentioned. When you talk about prosperity, when you talk about you're going to come into this and that and the other, you got to know that it's prerequisites behind that. It's a curriculum that you must follow for the success of that. I'm going to say that every time I do a live because we embark into things and we don't get the fullness of it because we bypass the curriculum. We bypass the prerequisites. And you know how sometimes we may get an assignment in school and we want to go or we do in-services. I'm a nurse, so let me speak on what I can familiarize this with or give a good description. When we have to do our yearly in-services, because we've been doing it for so long, because we know what the videos are going to be, we click all the way through and go straight to the test instead of reading through. What if there has been some changes along the way? What if things might be a little bit different now? We click straight on through those slides and go straight to the test. We don't read the curriculum. We don't look over the prerequisites. We just say, oh, it's the yearly in-services. We do this every year. Let me just go straight on through to the test. But if we're not prepared for the test, if we're not prepared for our purpose, if we're not prepared for our business, if we're not prepared for these things, we are not going to be successful in it. We're not going to have the impact that we really are predestined to have. So that's why when I talk about things, because there's greatness ahead, there's prosperity ahead, yes, riches, land with milk and honey, our businesses are going to soar, our books are going to be bestsellers. We are about to embark into great times, even in a corrupt era that we are in right now. We can still embark into a very successful, flourishing time if we follow the prerequisites. That is not talked about a lot, and I know it's not, because all I hear is about, you're going to get this, you're going to get that, you are this, you are that. But you got to understand that you got to get to that the proper way. You got to go through the process to get to it. You got to make sure that you have a good anchor, and your anchor gets stronger as you go through your curriculum and your purpose in your life, as you go through those prerequisites. That's how that anchor gets strong. That's how that anchor gets solid. That's how the things that you're supposed to do create longevity. That's how it doesn't fold. That's how you can go back to the drawing board without having to shut things all the way down. That is the way you do it. That's the way it creates that great impact. That's how you can go out as a force to be reckoned with in the marketplace. That's how you can make the atmosphere shift to be conducive to the purpose of what's going on in that very place that you are in at that time. That's how you make things happen. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, because like I said before, I'm not your I'm not your typical wellness coach. I have battles just as well. I am not perfect by far. Things are not always a peaches and cream in my life. I do not want to be a disservice to the individuals that may hear my voice, or the individuals I might have to serve, or the individuals that may need my products or services. I don't want to be a disservice by not following my prerequisites for my purpose, because I already know. We know what we're going to get. We know that we're about to embark into something great. We know these things are getting ready to happen. But we got to follow the curriculum and the prerequisites, because if that, we will have a fake elevation. We will have a fake come up. It will not be authentic. It will not have no good fruit. It will not show good evidence. It will be a smoke screen. So that's why I have a different twist on things when I do these lives. I give the affirmations. I tell everyone, make it personal to you. Make sure that affirmation is speaking to something that is maybe a core issue that you're dealing with, so you can break things up and that you can properly move forward. Because I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn the hard way in business and life and ministry and everything that I am encountering right now in my season. Things in the past, I had to learn the hard way. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And again, I'm going to read these affirmations again that I spoke over myself. Today, my activity and my actions will bear good fruit. I no longer will limit myself to the lens of small views. Because for one thing, we are great, we are big, we have great purpose. So we can't fit something big and great into a small lens. It's just impossible. It will injure the eye. It will injure the eye. We can't fit something great and something huge and something magnificent into a small lens. We cannot do that. So I will no longer limit myself to the lens of small views. And that is not pointing towards a person or a thing. Sometimes it's just ourselves. We do not see the greatness really on the inside of us like we should. We don't walk in the full confidence. So that is one of the things that I had spoke, because some layers fall off and some layers are still on us. So we got to really speak to the core of the things that may be trying to lay dormant to prevent us from really being successful, especially us as business owners, especially of people like us that's juggling several things: business, work, family, life, ministry, all of those things. I have a good anchor in obedience to soar in my purpose. I have a good anchor and obedience to soar in my purpose. One of the things that I have found is obedience in your purpose, in your business, in your ministry. It creates a great structure tactic for you. Yes, we know that we are to follow and be obedient in God, but also for your business. Be disciplined. Keep showing up. Be consistent. That's just like today. If it was up to me, to my flesh and to me, I would just lay it in the bed. I would have laid in the bed to get up in enough time to go and clock in for work. But I have a assignment and a mission with Just Gina Skincare because I'm beyond products. Service is key for me. Service is key. Service is key for me. So this is part of the umbrella of one of my businesses. So I can't start and stop, take a break and everything. What if God take a break from us? A lot of us be out of here. Just let's just be honest. If God was to take a break from us, a lot of us would not be here. So you got to have that same mindset and concept, especially with your business, especially with the things that you know is creating a service and a product for someone. You have to continue to show up. You have to be consistent. You got to be balanced in every area of your life. You have to be consistent and balanced in everything that you do. You have to continue. Look, if you have to revisit, put a twist on it, that is perfectly fine with your business. Hey, I'm revamping some things right now with Just Gina Skincare, and that's perfectly fine. But what I will not do is I will not stop. I will not just say I need to take a break. I need to chill. I'm tired and all of that. Customers customers don't want to hear that. If you got a nonprofit organization like I do, people need to know that you're going to show up and you're dependable. I have to be consistent in everything that I do. And this is something that I have positioned myself and postured myself. You have to posture yourself. You have to position yourself. Good morning, Instagram. Again, Facebook, YouTube. Good morning, everyone that is viewing and may catch the replay. We are doing affirmations and quick encouragement. We are speaking life. We are dealing with the core things that may try to keep us from moving successfully in the purpose that we've been created for, in our businesses and our ministries and all of the things that we have. We are going to approach this thing from a different view. So that is changing the lens to broaden the lens, especially us individuals that are creatives, that's going in the marketplace. You can't go in the marketplace stagnant. Just like you can't be stagnant in the body of Christ, you can't be in the marketplace stagnant either. You have to be consistent. You have to keep showing up. I don't care if you have to post your business 5 different ways. I don't care if you have to post that book 5 different ways. I don't care if you have to present your organization 5 or 6 different ways, your services. If you have to rotate one picture over and over again, guess what? Someone that didn't see it before is going to see that picture. If you have to go and have a different approach, Facebook shutting down on Monday was a big eye opener for a lot of people. It was a great eye opener for a lot of people. So I do want y'all to understand that, we have to be consistent. We have to speak life. We have to start our day to make sure we're going to execute what we need to execute in our purpose. Had I not started my day in obedience on Monday, even with the Facebook shutting down and Instagram, WhatsApp and all of that, I wouldn't have been productive, because I would have been all caught up into what in the world is going on. I said, well, I don't know what's going on, but hey, let me go another route. And that's what I did. You got to be able to quickly adapt and quickly shift into the things to make sure that your services and your products and your ministry and your organization, that the message gets out that needs to get out for that day, that the purpose that needs to be served is served for that day. That's why you got to stay in that day. You got to make sure you execute things on a day-to-day basis. Not, yes, we plan for the month. Yes, we plan for the quarter. Yes, we plan for the year, but we got to make sure we execute all of those things on a day-to-day basis. Prepare for the what ifs. I am learning daily. Prepare for the what ifs. And that way we won't have these obstacles that are revolving obstacles that we have to keep revisiting. So I pray that this encourage someone. I thank you again for tuning in. Let me tell you something. I don't know how I'm gonna flow when I get up here, because I said I don't want to do it of myself. Even though this is something pertaining to my business, I don't want to do nothing of myself, because I want people to really get a great takeaway. And I tell people, make sure you watch the replay. Watch the replay. I watch my replays. I watch other people replays. Why? It's because it's something that I might miss, that when I go back through it and I listen to it again, I'd be like, oh my God, I didn't realize that I missed that. Sometimes I miss what I done said my own self. Sometimes I will say something and I'll go back and I listen. I'll be like, wow. I say, okay, God, okay, I'm gonna do it that way. Not that Ronjeanna, but when you open your mouth and you let God speak, even in your marketplace, I was very, at one point was having a problem balancing the humble and the bold. We can be humble and we can be bold. We can be humble and we can be bold in a good way. Okay, let me help somebody. We can be humble and we can be bold, because we need to be humble, because we don't want to never get big-headed and then we explode with no purpose. Okay, so I had to get a balance to be humble and to be bold. And being bold meaning that I know that I have a place in the marketplace as a kingdom believer and as a business owner. But to be humble enough to not get beside myself that I am not effective to reach. Because even in business, when you're a believer, you're still a fisherman. And you need to be able to present yourself well. Okay, because I like I said, I'm unorthodox. I'm unorthodox in my approach as a wellness coach, but I will stand on the principles and my integrity and my character in God. But I also know that I was once that person out in the streets. It's a lot that I haven't been released to tell of my testimony, that some of y'all probably would pass out if you knew. But when I say I dabbled in the streets, I was smooth. I observed people and I redirected my flow so you would never know what I was doing. So when I say that, I know that you have to have a certain type of approach. You have to present yourself well. You have to really be disciplined. But the main factor, and what I have learned with my nonprofit organization with having recipients, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent in what you do. When you don't feel like it, when you're scared, when you're fearful, first of all, when you start off your morning to position yourself, all of that stuff should get cast down then. Because you can't go out trying to submit a proposal, trying to get funders, and you shaking in your bones. If you shaking in your bones, they don't need to know it. Okay? If you might feel a little, your confidence might be a little low about your product or your service, they better not know it. You better tell them it's the best thing you got. This is the best product. This is the product that you need to have. And if you're feeling a little low confidence in your product and your service, then go back to the drawing board, because you shouldn't. Because you should feel like it's the best thing that you got to present your best, present yourself at your best, and present your products and your services at your best. Present your products, your service, your ministry, your organization at its best. Okay? And that's one of the things I had to learn. I can't go up to people talking all mushy. Oh, you want to buy my little product? You want to buy my product? First of all, it ain't a little product. It's something that's going to change your life. Okay, that's how you need to approach it. Still be humble, But if it's questions that you may have, just the approach, I'm giving you an example here. If it's questions you may have, let's sit down and talk. If I need to customize it to be tailored to the need of you, let's sit down and have a conversation. How can I put the best service in this product to meet your need? That's the approach. Customize the approach. Define your niche to let them know that this is the service that you need to have. This is the book you need to read. I should see y'all books circulating across the timeline just as much as we putting all these other posts up there. I should see your services. All these business owners, I should see your services in rotation. I should see your products and your services in rotations just as much as your. This is why we got to have balance. We got to have balance. I don't want to be a kingdom believer and can preach good or can sing good or can usher good or can do all these things good and can't make an impact in the marketplace. I don't. I want to have balance. And that's where I am right now. I want to be postured in every area of my life. Postured in every area of my life. I don't know why I'm going there, but I just know it's a lot of kingdom believers that are very successful, that have great businesses, have great purpose, have great services and products. We can go hard in the four walls, but outside the four walls, nobody don't know anything about us. Don't know anything about our business. Don't know anything about our purpose. That's not good balance. I say, Lord, with you, show me how to change the dynamics of that. Show me how to change the dynamics of that. Wellness. We talking about wellness. We talk about affirmations. What is the affirmations that I need to say to speak to that if that is a issue for myself? So I hope y'all enjoyed this. I told you I don't know how I may come because I don't do this on my own because I don't know how to go about doing this. So I have to make sure that God is the headliner for this. So again, let me go over these affirmations one more time. Today, my activity and actions will have good fruit. Today. I no longer will limit myself to the lens of small views. That's why I changed my glasses. I had these on, but I said, let me put these on because I need to change my view. And I am one have to do demonstration. So I had to say, let me change these glasses because it's a new view. I will have a good anchor in obedience to soar in my purpose, prerequisites, curriculum. Don't be one like we used to do back in the day as we did as me as a nurse and the in services. We skip all the way through to the test and we ain't read nothing, ain't prepared nothing. We go straight to the test when we have to do the yearly in services. Follow that curriculum through for your purpose. Follow that curriculum process, the prerequisites, all of it through to be successful. Again, I hope y'all enjoyed YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. It's your girl, Ronjeanna, unorthodox certified wellness coach, nurse, natural product creator, and your community motivator. And I hope that this said something to the very core thing that may be causing you to not be in your fullness, not be able to soar as you should. I hope this spoke to that thing, not speaking to the outer part, but we're going to deal with inner part so we can be effective in our purpose, in our business, in ministry, in our organizations, so we can soar, so we can be balanced. Y'all have a blessed day. I am excited for you. Business owners, y'all that watch me on a regular basis, what do I tell you to do? Drop your businesses in the comments. Drop your businesses in the comments. Let people know what you do, who you are. Let them know. You never know who may be watching. I have people watching, literally catch this replay all across the globe. Drop your businesses, your services, your products, your organizations in the comments. YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Have a blessed day. Love you guys. See you Friday.